Hi, thanks for joining RMU IT Training. My name is Kevin, and today we'll be talking a little bit about creating events on Google Calendar. Two ways to do this real quick. You can either click on the red create button on the top left. You have to insert more information this way, or you can click right on any of these available slots, and it'll set up that time for that. You can give it a title here if you'd like. We're going to call this meeting. And then to edit some more details of this, we'll click on edit event right in that box. Since we clicked in a time slot, it already has a provided time, but you can change this to whatever you'd like. So maybe instead of that 12:30 start, I want to start at 12 o'clock and go until 2 o'clock. I can add a location. We're going to say my office, and then add a description. We're going to talk about next week's agenda. You can add guests right here on the right. Just enter their names or email addresses. Any will work. It'll auto-populate a list for you. I'm going to invite Selena and Sean. And you just click on the names, they'll go right into the guest list. You can do different guest options. You can allow guests to modify the event. If you're just having a couple people, you can do that. But if you're having a large event, you probably don't want people messing around with it. You can allow guests to invite others or not, depending on all personal choice. And same with seeing the guest list. You can also change the color, so your event will show as that color on your calendar. You can associate these colors with different types of events, such as personal, work, family, or even based on importance to you with these different colors. So we'll make this red just for fun. Also, reminders, you can create reminders for yourself for an event. You can either create a pop-up one, which will pop up on your desktop, or an email. I'll do an email reminder. You can do a set number of minutes, hours, days, or weeks ahead of time. We'll do 1 hour ahead of time. So now I'll get this reminder an hour before the event will start. You can change if other people can see your account as either available or busy during this event. Usually you want to have it as busy, but for some reason, if you can be taken away from that event or anything, you can have it as available. Privacy. An event can either be public or private. The default setting will mimic the privacy setting of your calendar. Your calendar will usually be private unless you've changed it. Making an event public means that anyone with access to your calendar can see it, and then making an event private will allow only you and your guests to see it. So I'm going to save this event now. You have to save your events to make the changes. And then if you invited people to this, it'll prompt you to either send an invitation to them or not. I will not. They don't want to see this. They'll see it on the calendar still, but they won't get an invitation in their email. So now I have an event here. I want to change a couple things in it though. So I'll click back in it and then click on Edit Event. So if I know I'm going to have this same meeting every single week for the next 8 weeks, I can make it a repeating event. Near the top here, we see these two options, all day and repeat. I'll click on repeat, and then it'll show us our different options. We can either do daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or they have a couple preset options of every weekday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. I'll keep it weekly, and then you can repeat every set number of weeks, days, years, etc. Here, we'll do it every 1 week. And then you can actually pick the days. When you're in weekly, you can pick any single day you want. We'll do Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. So we have 4 meetings. That's not really reasonable, so we're just going to pick one date. We'll do a meeting every Friday to kind of talk about what we're going to do next week. You can have the start date. Usually we'll leave this as is if we're going to start right ahead. You can have it end never after a certain number of occurrences or on a certain day. So 8 weeks from now, we'll just guess it's going to be in first or second week of September. And then we'll click done. You'll save it. You can send an update to people or not when you edit an event. We're not going to send this. And now I have this meeting on Friday. And if I keep going through, I see I have it on my calendar for the same time on the same day every week until it ends right here. Okay? Go back to that event, and we're going to make an all-day event. If you go on vacation or you have an event that's going to be like all week, maybe a festival or another thing like that, you can add it right here. So instead of repeating, we're going to click on all day. And then basically what this is going to do is put it at the top of your calendar. You can make this, like I said, a festival or vacation time, or even a birthday and anniversary or anything like that. So we'll call this vacation. You can put all this information here if you like. We're going to the Bahamas. And then you can do a range. So from the 19th, I'm leaving on Friday, and I'll be back next Saturday. I'll save that. And then at the top here, this is where your all-day events will go, not in any time slot, but at the top above them. And it goes right through from beginning until end. Thanks for joining us today. We talked a little bit about creating events, editing events on Google Calendar. My name's Kevin. Thank you.